Welcome to Washington, D.C., a symbol of power and wealth. So I'm standing in front of the Washington Monument today, and as you can notice, there are two sets of colors. That's because they use two different kinds of marble. In 1854, the Washington Monument National Society ran out of money, so they had to stop building. But then 25 years later, the US government took over, and they were able to complete it by 1884. Today, in 2018, this monument is closed to the public, but it will reopen again in 2019. Along with beautiful architecture and some of the world's most famous buildings such as the White House and the Washington Monument, the National Mall in Washington, D.C. offers a myriad of cultural centers, museums, and theaters that reflect the power and history of America's capital. So we are in the Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. This is the place where John Wilkes Booth shot President Abraham Lincoln. The president was sitting right over there on that chair when John Wilkes Booth came right from behind, shot him, then jumped right down there and shouted, "Sic semper tyranni," translated roughly to, "Thus is the end of tyrants." As for the Lincoln Memorial, it was built to honor the 16th President of the United States, President Abraham Lincoln. It was built in 1816 and it was completed by 1822. Of course, a trip to Washington, D.C. cannot be complete without stopping at the U.S. Capitol building, the home of the U.S. Congress. The construction of the U.S. Capitol building started in 1793, and it was built in multiple stages over the last 2 centuries.